Hello, today I'm going to compare Polkadot with Avalanche as both networks share some similarities but are also quite different in several very important aspects. Let's start with the purpose of both protocols. Both Polkadot and Avalanche serve as multi-chain platforms that aim to improve interoperability between independent chains and solve the scalability problem in Web3 space. So both protocols allow for independent application-specific chains to connect and communicate. So in this sense, Polkadot and Avalanche are similar to Cosmos. And as for smart contracts, Polkadot supports EVM and WASM smart contracts, though not natively but through its parachains like Astar and Moonbeam, and Avalanche is compatible with EVM and AVM smart contracts. Now, architecture. In Polkadot, the relay chain is the primary chain of the entire Polkadot ecosystem. Polkadot relay chain connects all parachains and mainly provides a shared security and consensus to all its parachains, meaning all parachains are secured by the same security model, so all parachains have the same security level. Each Polkadot parachain is specialized and optimized for a specific application, DeFi, digital identity or social networks, which means the Polkadot ecosystem as a whole is truly highly scalable, given that each parachain is precisely tailored for a specific application. The architecture of Avalanche consists of three primary chains: contract chain, exchange chain, and the platform chain. Each chain is responsible for something else. The contract chain is where the most activity happens on Avalanche, as contract chain executes smart contracts, and also if you hold AVAX tokens in your EVM wallet, you hold them on this contract chain. Now, the key element of Avalanche architecture are subnets. Subnets can be viewed as equivalent of Polkadot's parachains. Subnets are independent app chains, and similarly to parachains, they are specifically tailored for a specific application, and they are also very easy to launch as they require only a minimum of 5 validators. And also similar to Polkadot's parachains, subnets provide developers the freedom to choose transaction fee model or tokenomics. So all these app chains in Polkadot, Avalanche and also in Cosmos have one thing in common: they are highly customizable, but based on my research I dare to say that Polkadot's parachains are by far the most flexible and customizable of all. This is thanks to Polkadot's blockchain framework substrate that allows developers to choose from over 40 different building modules called palettes. Now, interoperability and governance. Both Polkadot and Avalanche have a native messaging protocol allowing all app chains to communicate and transfer assets. In Polkadot it's XCMP and in Avalanche it's AWM, Avalanche Warp Messaging. Currently there is 182 XCMP channels open among 48 Polkadot's parachains, and Avalanche ecosystem currently consists of 69 subnets. And the governance? Well, the governance of Avalanche was quite hard to get some clarification on, so at the moment the governance over Avalanche seems to be fully in hands of Ava Labs, the company developing Avalanche. And by the way, the more I now research about Ethereum and Avalanche, the more I realize that the true on-chain governance is still very rare in Web3 space. Both Ethereum and Avalanche don't have on-chain governance. By contrast, Polkadot has launched its on-chain governance OpenGov already a few months ago. Every DOT holder is free to submit an on-chain proposal, and all DOT holders can vote on on-chain referenda. And referenda decisions get autonomously enacted and implemented on-chain, so DOT holders have a full control over the future development and direction of Polkadot. Governance brings us to upgrades, which determines how easily the blockchain can upgrade its state transition logic, absolutely crucial topic. Thanks to Substrate, Polkadot relay chain and also all parachains can be upgraded very easily through forkless upgrades, so there is no need for painful hard forks. Whereas Avalanche protocol is upgraded through a hard fork, so this is one of the major differences between Polkadot and Avalanche. As mentioned, hard forks are carried out by Ava Labs, which again, in my view, makes Avalanche still a relatively centralized network. So far there have been 5 hard fork upgrades of Avalanche. Now, tokenomics. Both Polkadot and Avalanche have annual inflation, Polkadot around 10%, Avalanche around 5%. Avalanche has capped max supply of 720 million AVAX tokens, whereas DOT supply is not capped, so there is no maximum supply of DOT. Currently around 49% of AVAX from the max supply is in circulation. The current market cap of Avalanche is around $3.5 billion, which gives the fully diluted market valuation of 7.1 billion. Avalanche is currently 21st biggest crypto protocol by market valuation. Polkadot, over 90% of the total DOT supply is in circulation. The current market cap of Polkadot is 5.2 billion. And given that over 90% of DOT is already in circulation, the fully diluted valuation of Polkadot is only a bit higher, 5.8 billion. That means when comparing fully diluted market valuations, Avalanche has actually a higher valuation. Of course, there is that 10% annual inflation of DOT, but as I've showed in my previous video about Polkadot Treasury, currently as much as 50% of newly generated DOT by inflation is burned each month, so the actual net DOT inflation is around 5%. And Polkadot is currently 13th biggest crypto project by market valuation. And here is the summary to give you the key takeaways from this comparison. Let's just focus on the major Polkadot's advantages over Avalanche. First of all, it's the blockchain framework substrate, which makes it incredibly easy for developers to launch a custom blockchain which is optimized for a specific application. Also, Polkadot has a much bigger developers community than Avalanche. According to the latest data from Token Terminal, Polkadot had 158 active core developers in the past 30 days, while Avalanche had only 48. Then it would be Polkadot shared security, as it guarantees that all parachains operate under the same validator's consensus and hence have the same security level. And of course, thanks to the launch of OpenGov, Polkadot has made a big step towards becoming a truly decentralized network, so Polkadot is definitely much more decentralized than Avalanche. And being a truly decentralized protocol particularly comes in handy when the SEC starts knocking on the door with crypto regulation. However, to be fair, thus far Avalanche has seen a greater user adoption than Polkadot in terms of the total daily active accounts and also in terms of the total value locked in all DeFi protocols on Avalanche. I think this is mainly due to the fact that many big DeFi protocols have already been deployed on Avalanche. Look, Avalanche is an EVM chain that is very fast with low transaction fees. I made several AVAX transactions and on average transactions took around 10 seconds. So yes, right now Avalanche is fast and cheap, but will it be fast and cheap and truly decentralized in the future? That's the question. Also, EVM smart contracts is what the entire DeFi space is based on right now, but as Gavin Wood said, WebAssembly is the future of smart contracts and naturally Polkadot supports WASM smart contracts through its parachains. The more I research about other crypto protocols, the more I see that most of them are based on, as Gavin Wood put it, the legacy technology, which is EVM, whereas Polkadot as the block space ecosystem goes far beyond just EVM and DeFi space, because Polkadot allows developers to build truly trustless apps of all kind, be it DeFi, social networks, gaming, NFTs, digital identity, DAOs or prediction markets. I'm trying to say we should always strive to position ourselves for the future, say for the next 1 to 3 years, and although Polkadot is not the most adopted ecosystem right now, the chances are pretty good this will dramatically change in the next few years given Polkadot's advanced, unmatched technology. That's been all, follow me on Twitter, please give the video a thumbs up and I'll see you next time, bye.